poisonous to the people that are taking them. It is increasing the potency of the drugs because more potent drugs are easier to smuggle, and it is increasing the power of organized crime. To date, of the 150 grams of drugs the DULF has distributed to our community, there have been 0 overdoses, either fatal or non-fatal. We will demonstrate that we know what's right, and what is right is keeping people safe. What is right is distributing drugs, is allowing people to have access to clean, safe drugs that have been tested so they know exactly what they are putting into their bodies. Shame on the Canadian state for abandoning drug users to have to figure out how to get ourselves clean drugs, and that is the model we will be demonstrating here today.
It's catastrophic, it's huge, it's outrageous. Today's action is to commemorate the lives lost in 2021, the lives that are being lost today. There's 4 people a day dying at the very least right now. So by giving out drugs to our members, we are showing the government that there's a different way to do it, right? And we're not saying that this is perfect, and we're not saying that the drugs that we're giving out are necessarily gonna meet your needs. However, we're inviting you, our members, to try the drugs, to come back, give us feedback, and to be an active participant in the creation of a Compassion Club model, right? So, because that's not what you get in the regular medical system, and certainly not in the OAT system. So the Compassion Club needs to start with the individual, with their experiences. And we need to treat them as a partner, right? They are the expert. They are the expert in their drug use. They are the expert in their wellness. And you can't really build anything that works without starting from the individual who is being directly impacted by the system.
Vandu that asked me to bring a motion to City Council to support their application to the feds to be able to set up a Compassion Club. And then they would distribute them in a non-medical situation where there's a bunch of peers and people who drug users feel comfortable around, and there's a lot of support, and then people wouldn't die. Pretty simple. And these 2 groups are showing that the community can do this and that they're willing to do this. And what they're asking is for the feds to change the laws so they won't be arrested for saving lives. If we do it illegally and politicians start supporting it, maybe we can pressure the governments to actually allow it to be legal. So Dolphin Vandu asked me one day if I would go and hand out drugs with them at one of their actions in front of the police station. And so, of course, I couldn't resist. I think we should be telling folks that it's extremely important to start saving lives, and that every life is a precious life, and that people who use drugs are just as important and valuable and precious as people who use booze or cigarettes or aspirin or anything else.
For like Vancouver, kind of, yeah.
We can't afford to penalize people for using drugs anymore because we're losing too many people. And those people are your doctors, your lawyers, your mothers, your fathers, your sisters, your brothers. Drug users are people. Drug users are your friends. So let's get rid of the stigma. Let's get rid of the hierarchy in terms of like which drugs are acceptable, which drugs are not, you know, because you don't know what that person is going through. There's no justice if there's no justice for people who use drugs.